instructional video on how to play, for those who are new to the game. Ready or Not features a hub world, the lobby, located in the Los Sueños police headquarters. Once you select a lobby type from the main menu, you'll be free to roam around at your leisure. The hub world is where you can select and start missions, as well as customize your weapons, appearance, and gear for yourself and your AI teammates. Depending on which lobby type you chose, friends or acquaintances can jump in at any time. Loadouts can be customized by accessing the locker room or quartermaster on either floor. Solo players will also be able to customize their AI officers' kits. Weapons can be modified by going to either the ground or locker room floors and moving to the gun table. Whatever item is equipped will be able to be customized. Players can also test out their loadouts at the kill house or range. To start a mission, walk to the map table and press the Use key. Here, you'll be presented with a world map containing locations of missions. Currently, we have 6 maps and 2 test levels available to players. Once a map is selected, you'll be able to choose the mission type. We have 5 to choose from. Barricaded suspects. To achieve a high rank, all suspects and civilians must be arrested, with no casualties or injuries sustained to your team. Other objectives may also need to be fulfilled. Raid. The rules of engagement in a raid are loosened, and there are usually more suspects and less civilians. Suspects are also more dangerous. Players are not required to arrest threats to get a higher score. Active shooter. Your team races against time to neutralize the active shooter threat before they kill all of the civilians. Bomb defusal. Players must locate and defuse numerous explosive devices within the world. Suspects and civilians will be located around these devices. Hostage rescue. The team must locate and breach the hostage zone, being mindful to not alert suspects before the team is set up. Once players are noticed, the hostage takers will begin to neutralize civilians. After selecting your mode, move to the red carpet behind the mission selection table to start. A countdown will begin once all players are in the zone. Once in a mission, the tab key can be held to view objectives in your mission. To get the highest score, complete these and follow your rules of engagement. Players cannot sprint in this game, and threats are faster than you. This means you need to be careful and assess rooms effectively, blocking exits or breaching simultaneously with your friends or AI teammates before entering. Players can slow walk by pressing the Shift key. They can also lean by pressing Q or E. Ready or Not features a free lean system as well, where you're able to combine Alt with the WASD keys and the crouch key in order to get really low to check under objects or incrementally peek around cover. You must ask for compliance to threats, unless they pose a danger to you or others in the world. If a weapon is pointed, you are able to engage. Press the F key by default to shout for compliance. Injury sustained to the player will also affect how you approach threats. An injured leg will slow you down and stop you from kicking doors, and an injured arm will increase your recoil, making it harder to land shots. Players can also bleed out if they do not treat their wounds, so when you're able to, bandage any bleeding before getting back into the fight. Doors in the world are contextually activated. You and your team can breach by applying an explosive charge, kicking in the door, or using a shotgun loaded with lead powder to safely clear a doorway and allow your team to enter. Peeking doors is also possible, and can be used to check for traps applied to doorways. All players are also equipped with a lockpick device to ensure no door can stop you from entering a room. You're also able to walk into ajar doors to open them. Keep in mind, with some items, such as the shield, you cannot open doors. When playing with your AI teammates, keep in mind these tips. The command menu is accessible by pressing the middle mouse button by default. Players can isolate their team selection by scrolling the mouse wheel. Gold is your entire team, red is half, and blue is the other half. Anything the player can do, their officers can do too. This includes mirroring doors, checking them, and breaching and clearing. The player can also queue commands by pressing and holding the Shift key while ordering their team to do something. This can be useful for simultaneous breaches, as an example. Players can view their teammates' cameras by pressing the T key. Cycling cameras is done by tapping the same key. With that in mind, you should be ready to dive right into the harsh and unforgiving world of Ready or Not. Go dynamic.
Police, hands up!
With Ready or Not, Void Interactive aims to explore what it's like to be an officer in the elite Special Weapons and Tactics Unit, also known as SWAT. Inspired by real-world events, the game is a blend of first-person action and tactical strategy, wrapped in a unique, detailed, and twisted facsimile of a modern United States. Ready or Not's vision of America is downtrodden, cruel, and corrupt. You're given the difficult task of bringing some semblance of order to a city divided by crime across a single-player story. Team up with friends to take down suspects in a cooperative mode, or battle a rogue movement in PvP. You're placed in the boots of an officer in the city's SWAT, a unit equipped with military hardware, tasked with protection, taking on high-risk situations, and bringing order to chaos. In Ready or Not, you will encounter a wide array of unique characters, all with their own stories that contribute to the narrative thread, from kingpin drug dealers, to beat cops, to schoolchildren. Collaborating with law enforcement, Void Interactive's goal is to create an authentic and accurate tactical experience with Ready or Not. You and your team are able to customize their personnel, gear, and weaponry to appropriately fit each mission's objectives. Armor can be customized to suit your place-mapped interactions. The right selection may be imperative to survival. Where other titles only allow you to kill enemies, Ready or Not attempts to challenge how you handle combat, with a rule-based emphasis on less lethal and safe takedowns.
Gun down! Drop it!
I'm doing what you say.
Yeah, like we're gonna be detained for long.
However, once provoked, the playing field becomes equal.
Lay down!
With an abundance of non-lethal alternatives, such as beanbag shotguns, tasers, and flashbangs, coercing targets into surrendering has never been easier. Levels come with situations that require solving. Each scenario is intelligently randomized, including target locations, suspect protection, traps, and more. Provided within the game is a wide array of tools to assist your SWAT team in navigating and securing the environment, as well as apprehending and combating suspects. Players can create their own strategies during the mission planning phase. For example, knock out the power and slip in under the cover of darkness. Use tactical ladders and door rams to access places beyond your reach. Command marksmen to take shots at your word with the sniper unit. Load up on CS gas and breach rooms in a white haze. Or get behind a tactical shield for a less bullet-prone approach. All options are available to you when choosing a loadout best fit for your team. Every decision is yours to carry into each mission.
TOC reporting. Entry team, you're cleared to make entry at Wendley. Guest entrance.
Use the wand. Check for targets.
Okay, mirror gun ready. There's a lot of them, and they all have guns.
Ready or Not aims to truly ground the player in its world. Attention has been put into every facet of the player controller, ensuring an immersive tactical first-person experience with an unprecedented level of depth and detail. Players can lean variably in any direction and incrementally change speed on the fly. Entry points like doors can be interacted with in many ways. Players may open them regularly, kick them in, or incrementally swing them open in order to insert a grenade or engage a target. A stealthy SWAT team may lockpick doors in the way, while a more aggressive unit may use a breaching shotgun to gain access. But be careful. Some suspects may booby-trap doors with alarm systems, explosives, or other objects. The world of Ready or Not is unforgiving and brutal by nature. It features both open, maneuverable areas and claustrophobic spaces where one wrong move could make all the difference. While players command their own unit of operators, there's always someone higher in the chain of command looking for answers. Report everything to TOC, Tactical Operations Command, the directive unit tracking your progress. Utilizing integrity and patience in your mission will balance the odds of success. Chaos is dictated by the suspects and civilians' unpredictable nature during each mission. Tension and emotions for them will be high, so sometimes it can go awry. Projectile types and velocity simulation put a spin on the already raised stakes. Bullets will penetrate through surfaces based on thickness, material, and speed. Ready or Not will accommodate a career mode where the player must orchestrate plans with an AI-driven SWAT team under their command. The game also includes a fierce tactical PvP environment, where the Metro SWAT team will be faced against a rogue movement hell-bent on bringing the city to its knees. Void Interactive has aimed to cover all areas of gameplay by offering a fiercely competitive and of multiplayer modes, but we will go into more detail at a later date. Void will aim to support the players in as many ways as possible, which includes the ability for you to host your own dedicated servers, or modify the game in order to add new weapons, textures, characters, levels, and more. Ready or Not is now available for pre-order through Void's website.